ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hit don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, make the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this apart. Daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
That's into the hands of Prochet. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Jackson from the shotgun. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right back to Sanders on first down. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 58 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first down.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Hurts. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah. Be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Another run here with Sanders. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half? That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now on second and 13, Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be fourth down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time.
Touchdown!
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have retaken a third quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as we get this up to about the 42.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
They run behind center with Gainwell. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
Here's Hurts to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with a football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
But first down, Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of
situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. From the 35 on 2nd down.
Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll run at Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game, is down to the next snap.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now a second stops here with 46 seconds left to play. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand college or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Jackson to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.